I've started building the castle in Minecraft Creative. This is the castle me and Eli are going to build in real life. But I'm going to build it in Creative, and he's going to be able to play with it and adapt it, and we're going to start building it in real life on our property at our farm. I'll keep going and I'll make a few more videos. Getting there. I am making this out of sandstone for a reason, because that's what we're making it out of in real life. Might look like this with little smiley faces on. Might do some other carvings or something. Just block the windows and open them back up. That's the same level, so that's the roof level. And that means the floor is there. Where do my torches keep going? Something eat them. I put torches everywhere. Trying to do them as I go. What did I do there? Corners. Right, one in the middle of each one. Still got to add those staircases in. Also need there. Yeah. In the real one, we're going to have a pillar in the middle. Support, because a roof that big's kind of hard to make. So you're using giant thick steel beams. And I can throw some torches on that, I guess. Just be excessive, just because it's Minecraft. Alright. Do the staircases later. Oh, I'll stop that video there, and I'm going to go down and do the second floor in the middle of the big main area. This is all going to be one open area with a dining up here and all living on the bottom. And upstairs will be our bedrooms, 3 giant master bedrooms and all the small side bedrooms. This side is the bathrooms. And out the back here there's going to be a kitchen that comes in a bit. I think that's 6 meters. There was going to be 8. And I've done meters, so it'll be 1, 2, 3. Wall will go there and come out. 3 meters for the kitchen on this side and the library on the other side. It'll just be one level. And that way all our kitchen plumbing and bathroom plumbing on those 2 levels is all in one spot, and we come out to our septic grey water out here. That'll make all that nice and simple to do in reality. But I'll keep on going on this, and then I'll run through it and talk about it. And wait till Eli can get back to me once we finish the fight. Prosecution being very, very nasty people. Just as nasty as the woman who took him from me. I think their case is falling apart now, finally. She's done enough horrible things while she's had me taken from him that at the start I didn't have a lot of evidence. Now, however, I think we can more than conclusively prove that she was the one manipulating and abusing us both, purely for the purpose of taking my son from me. And that's what we have to prove now. We can't trust the courts and the prosecution to do the right thing. Leave them with no other choice. It's the only way it looks like. Otherwise I'm going to be stuck and not able to work because my record will be destroyed, pleading guilty to false allegations. I will not do that. I tried to be reasonable and just say, give me a reasonable sentence for the almost nothing I've done. I didn't do nothing. Doesn't warrant a year or more in prison. That's ridiculous. It didn't warrant me losing my son at all, or going to prison, full stop. Now I have to prove that. And I will. Law. She's made a lot of mistakes. As soon as she got me locked up, she stopped hiding everything. I think she actually thought she'd get me killed in there. She wouldn't have to face it. Prosecution just want to use me for their own purposes. They don't care about it. They know she's lying. They just try and further their laws and make me be the most horrible person in the world. Regardless of what the evidence seems. One side of the evidence looks like that, just don't listen to the other side. Push it. Seems to be their approach. With my son, I'll never stop fighting for what's right. I have a right to raise him, and he has a right to be with me. Even if his mother's a horrible person that wants him to lose his father. Just because she can't cope with what she's become. It's her problem. She chose to be the person she was, and she chose to become the person she's become. She'll see what she's done, grow from it, and maybe my son will be a few years of his, having his mother and father in his life daily. I'm not holding my breath anymore for that. I don't think she's capable of facing what she's done. It's nice and big. Wait, I had the only staircases were in here. This is the classrooms. I didn't stop the recording, did I? Yeah, those 2 levels are classrooms. I'll do that afterwards. More reason I need to get these charges sorted so I can get my blue card. Oh, I don't even know where the windows are going there yet till I do the kitchens first. Stop the video. Alright, I've finished the castle. Well, the concept, the initial concept anyway. This is for Eli to play around with and change little bits if he wants, and before we start building it. And it's not going to matter too much because we're going to build a little 2-bedroom house. It's going to take a year and a half first, and then we'll start on this. And get as far into it as I can. Alright, so, firstly, this is really big. In the front of it, the layout, if I go around the side, if we want to make it smaller because it becomes too big and it's taking too long, we've got 2 bedrooms on both sides. We simply cut the front bedroom off and the front wall ends up here. It makes it a bit smaller. 2 bedroom, or the 4 bedrooms, both 2 floors are about 5 by 5. Then these towers are 6 by 6. The outer walls are close to 1 meter. We're building out a natural sandstone, and all the interior walls will be around half 1 meter, except these tower walls will stick to 1 meter because they're going up 4 stories. We're starting on bedrock. Got a nice little spot picked out to start it. Alright, we'll go inside and we'll leave the door open because that guy will not get out. He'll leave eventually. This will not exist. This is just for Minecraft, for big storage, because it happened to not be level ground. We'll be starting this bottom floor on bedrock, doing a basic foundation and doing really thick walls, which will allow us to make it a lot simpler. These support pillars throughout it, I've made these 1 just because it looks funny having them 2. All these blocks are supposed to be half 1 meter in general. So these pillars will be about 1 meter in diameter. These are our support pillars in the main hall. So we'll be sticking, we can put all our gym, maybe our office stuff, or maybe not the office stuff because we've got places for that, but whatever we want in here. We'll have our dining table up on the dais, however you pronounce it. And whatever other stuff spread around in here. We have a kitchen on this side and a library on that side. Let me just go up the back first and explain when we start it. These 2 will have sloping roofs that go into water tanks. The main roof and the tower roofs will be slightly sloping but flat, and the main roof is going to be an outdoor area. I am tossing up maybe leaving this or this side at least as a balcony, because that works nice coming out of the classroom there. But I'll still really decide how to do the roofs. I'm not 100% sure which way we're going to go, but I want these crenellations all around it. But we'll start with the library here and the kitchen here, and then we'll build this back wall, the outer walls forward, interior walls, and then slap roofs on it and build up the towers. And this can be a bedroom to start with if we want it that way, or whatever else, and the kitchen, and then it becomes our main permanent long-term kitchen, and then we start building the rest of it. Also, while I'm out here, the bottom 2 levels here are bathrooms, and this is the kitchen. So all the plumbing can come outside here, have our underground water tanks, septic, grey water spread around in this corner. That's where all the plumbing for the house is, and the rest of it just needs wiring, not plumbing. So it makes that nice and simple. And the reason for that, get me back inside. Door. Alright, so in the kitchen, I've tried to use Minecraft stuff to make a bit of stuff. It doesn't look great. One thing I want to do that I haven't done here is to build a cellar off the kitchen. We go down in the staircase and have an underground cellar for cool storage for food right off the kitchen. And in here is our bathroom. I've got a couple of showers here. Though I have the real ones in real life. My idea is to go across that wall, not this way. The space should allow for it. This is going to be our bathroom. Large spa bath or a jacuzzi or something. Showers. And 3 or so toilet blocks. I've got toilets in them. So we get our toilets, showers, bathroom. And in here is going to be our laundry, which has an outdoor access to go and hang the laundry out. So that keeps all that nice and tidy. And that's where we'd probably do the kitchens, and we'd start with that. So we've got our bathroom and laundry done on that side, and we'd do this tower second. I'll go into these front rooms first, because they're all identical. They're just rooms. There's 4 of them on the first floor, 4 of them on the second floor, and that could drop down to 2. And if we drop down to 2, we'd bring this in, and the spans that I've worked out should allow for 2 pillars instead of 4 support. That's what that little thing is there. There is a support pillar up all the towers, because these are 6 by 6. I don't want to go using giant heavy steel that I have to bring cranes in for. So having that support pillar in the middle makes the steel work a little bit easier. I've got an access to the library here. And these will be classrooms. Yeah. Classroom, actually one back down there, which is an entrance into the library. So that all works nicely. We have a second classroom if we're running multiple classes on the second floor, or whatever it becomes. It would be an office. That's what I think, maybe keeping this balcony here instead of, I did in my head think just sloped roofs, drain into a water tank, and I'd have the similar thing. I'd have a guttering drainage system on the roof. And enough slope for runoffs, but still usable as an outdoor sort of entertainment area. I'll go and have a look at that now. So these rooms here, the 3rd floor effectively. I'm not sure whether we're actually going to put doors on this or leave it as an open sort of alfresco room and have a door system somewhere in the staircase to close off the house from outside. And as you can see, this deck effectively, it won't be a deck, it'll be, I'm not sure whether we're going to put up enough support to make it concrete, or we're going to use some form of fibre cement and tiling, have a slight slope and have gutters all around the outside with pipe work running down to water tanks. But we'll decide that as we go. Building the walls is the first thing. And then upstairs in each tower we have an upper tower room, which, depending on how life goes, may end up being my room when I retire and Eli takes over everything. And I've put in here a hatch. I don't know if it'll be a hatch and ladder or a staircase to get onto the tower roofs. And we can just use that to look out off the roof. Whatever we want up there, we've got a nice view. We've got 4th floor roof. And that's the towers. So the upper floor 3 and 4 on the towers are identical. This one has a staircase coming from the classrooms. This one does not, because there's a bathroom below, which probably means if I was going to make one of them a bedroom, I'd put doors on this one, close it in, have my bedroom upstairs. And I am thinking this side, although it's miles from the plumbing, would be a good place. No, actually it's not. This is where the plumbing is. Yes, this is the kitchen, this is the plumbing. So putting a second kitchen upstairs, like sort of an outdoor kitchen to service the outdoor area, and potentially this bedroom upstairs, which maybe that's mine when I retire. Maybe Eli wants it because when he's in his teens he wants his own space and his own kitchen and area, but it'll all be there. Alright, now we want to go down. We're on the second floor here. I've been through the first floor. There's much else to say in there. Alright, into the second floor. This is the only access to it. Maybe we'll put another staircase in somewhere else. And we've got a system of hallways. Well, they made them like 1.5 meters wide, just so they're nice wide hallways, and we've got plenty of space up here. This is all bedrooms, and a couple of closets at the ends of these hallways. We run another closet there for linen, blankets, whatever, to service the bedrooms. These 4 rooms at the front are all identical, just 5 by 5 rooms with a walk-in wardrobe, roughly 1.5 by 1.5. So there's plenty of room for that. Only thing I might swap, I'll put the doors close to the inner wall. Maybe that door goes up there so that we can bring this walk-in wardrobe in against this wall and leave more window space for light. But that's, yeah, optional. It's all things we'll figure out and Eli can play with and change on here. Bathroom that I have not put anything in, but this will be the second floor bathroom, but to service the bedrooms with the main bathroom beneath it. And I don't see the point in having this balcony, but on Minecraft we put a balcony here. This will probably just be a sloping roof. You don't want to go out into a balcony off the bathroom. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright. So this is the master bedroom against the wall with the nice big windows looking out onto the backyard with a big walk-in wardrobe. Plenty of room for everything else. If we go on the half-meter things, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 4 meters there. Quite a lot more there. This is huge. But these interior walls, all of these walls, these will all be stone because we just continue those up from the ground floor walls. This wall interior, this wall and that wall, we need to make out of timber and clad it like a crappy house just for weight because there's no support underneath this. Depending how we end up doing the floors, we're going to need just basic light timber walls on these interior rooms. Got a walk-in wardrobe there. I've got a really big one on that one. I've done them sort of unbalanced, but okay. But that's, yeah, master bedroom. One of these is Eli's room. And the other one's for other family that might come and stay semi-permanent, or maybe if his mother can prove herself to be trusted one day. I don't see how that's going to happen at this point, but I guess I'll never be closed off if some miracle happens and she can prove herself to us living together and raising our son. But that's, I think, me and her are done forever after this. She's the things she's done. I doubt Eli. How the heck's he going to take it when he finds out all the horrible things she's sick and lied about? Whatever. I'll never stop fighting to get him back, though. I promised him that. And I won't. He's not safe with that psychopath. Alright, close that door. So now we've done the second floor. And I'll show you the third and fourth. I think that's, yeah, go outside. Maybe it's, yeah, dining area. Maybe if, in a few generations when there's lots of family, there's tables all through here and it's like a big castle hall. That would be nice. I won't see that. Eli won't, but maybe our great-grandchildren will. Okay, so yeah, got 4-level towers, 2 main levels, bottom level is living, 4 bedrooms, or multi-purpose rooms, and upstairs is all bedrooms with 3 main bedrooms, 1 master, 2 second masters, and 4 normal rooms. But even the 4 small normal rooms are 5 by 5. They are massive rooms. Nice entrance at the front. In the real one, we put our little family emblem logo up here above the front door. And the other thing, okay, the kitchen and the cellar. I'll explain a little bit about that, because my idea is to have the cellar come out here somewhere, obviously keeping it at least 2 or 3 meters away from any tanks for avoid seepage. And the stone for the little 2-bedroom house we're building, that probably won't turn into a 3, because that, yeah, you'll see whether people gain their sanity back and we need a 3rd one. But that will either come from an open pit excavation, or my idea is the cellar, as we start off with the library and the kitchen. The cellar we do there would link up with, we've already at this point built our little 2-3 bedroom house, a swimming pool, and the stables, or an animal sort of house, and I want this front area open, potentially with a pool. Maybe it's out the back, I'm not sure, but the idea is, say if this whole area is our front yard, on the edge of it is our stables and a fence to keep the animals out, and on the edge of the stables somewhere over here, we dig into the bedrock, because it's really nice solid bedrock, and we see how we go with that. Get 2.5, 3 meters below ground with the roof, or into solid bedrock. And then we start building a sort of tunnel network with rooms off it for storage, and trying to use that to build that excavated stone to build the house and as much of the castle as we can. And if that doesn't work out, which it may not, because it's a matter of, we're not going to spend tens of thousands of dollars scanning and looking, I'm going to dig, and if it's nice solid rock, then great, it works and we can keep going. And if we hit softer, loose shale, soft rock, then we're not going to be able to reinforce it all. That'll take too long, so we'll have to stop there and say, well, we can't do that, we're going to have to do an open pit excavation to get the rest of the rock. But where we're starting is very nice solid white sandstone, and it will work nicely if it stays like that all the way around, and we end up building a tunnel network all the way around here, staying a few meters from the foundations, and it could come all the way and link into the cellar, and that would give us plenty of stone to build all of this. But that's an ideal that I don't think will happen. We may just build a little underground storage in each place, and that's probably more likely, and then we'll go into an open pit excavation. All the court cases will be over and we'll have a bit of money and be able to buy the stone. Or buy machinery. I'd rather buy machinery to excavate it and still get the stone from our property. But yeah, so basically we're building a 2-3 bedroom house out here somewhere, a pool off it, some stables, a bit of a fence around to keep the animals out of the front main yard, maybe an archway fence, that would be nice. And then we start on the walls of the castle. We plot it out, whether we start from the front wall back, or we just start straight on the library and kitchen and then build forward. And just slowly work at it. Get as far in as I can. If I don't make it to the end, then Eli can finish it, and that's there for his children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so forth. The mission that we were going to do as a family, but one parent decided they wanted to destroy instead of build. That is what it is. Oh, I've got my village over there, so I'm building this in survival mode slowly as well, and then we can steal some villages and make our iron golem farm and all that sort of stuff. and we'll have a survival mode version. That's the Fraser Castle concept. I think Minecraft's actually not bad for planning builds. Well, stone builds anyway. It's a bit different when you're using budget little timber frames and floppy steel that falls over and folds in the slightest bit of impact. These will be 1 meter thick walls roughly in the external ones and 1/2 meter internal. Nice, big and solid. Will last centuries, maybe even millennia if it's looked after and our family lasts that long. Alright, I'll stop the video there.